na kapag nakuha niya
I
yung
know the
orange
red,
buff,
the orange
yung
buff.
orange
Proc?
buff,
No,
yung
I
proc.
don't think that's counted yet.
Sure,
Confirm natin
let's
mamaya.
tignan natin mamaya. Pero kasi, that makes sense kasi yung Blue Fire din, sila yung pinakaunang nag-set up for that fray eh. And it probably hurt them in the process na nawala yun for their side. But, Blue Fire dito, meron interesting fact na binato sa akin dito yung yung head ng League Ops natin, si Uncle Joy. So kung may nakita kayong Joy na nag-comment dun sa stream nyo,
medyo makinig kayo
medyo
ng
makinig
mabuti
kayo
kasi
kahit
hindi nyo
kami
kilala kausap
kahit kami
nyo.
nakikinig kami sa kanya, kahit yung mga player nakikinig. So, shoutout sa mga pirata.
Shoutout sa mga pirata.
Kung nanonood kayo dyan, dito kayo manood sa amin, sa may official.
Peace lang.
Pero but still, kapag ka natalo daw ang Blue Fire dito sa series, qualified ang Aura PH straight to the playoffs.
Rekta. Rekta na. So, may pang secure slot na tayo mga tol. Ito yung tunay na secure slots na nagaganap. Tignan natin kung mangyayari yun as we go into this game draft. Si Lina finally gonna get banned out and dun sa Khalid na hirap sila, they're going to go and ban it out as well. So, Omega this time is still sticking to the Valier. I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised here with the Valiers and the Lance. Nako, galit na galit. Omega naman talaga.
Yeah. Ban their heroes na may data sila. If they don't show any other hero na bumubuhay para sa kanila, just hit them where it hurts the most.
Same as game 1,
Omega dito, respect. Respect. Ito yung masasabi ko.
Maximum respect.
Respeto kasi ito naman talaga yung nakita nila and ito yung gusto nilang tanggalin talaga for the side of Blue Fire. So, they're not taking them lightly. They're not underestimating them one bit. It's just that ito lang talaga yung data na meron ngayon.
And it makes sense. It makes so much sense. Halatang-halata mo yung difference of the gameplay. When we saw Blue Fire lacking a Lancelot and they are still gonna press on that issue.
So, a Thams is available. A Cho is available. It could be the picks. A Farsa is there as well as the Hilda. And nakuha na nga na Omega dito yung Hilda. And this is non-stop.
Panggigilang mga hero to.
Non-stop aggression na.
Oh my God.
For sure. Makikita natin dito na yung placement. I'm pretty sure na yung placement dito ni Thams will be on the bot side para may tulong siya doon sa pag-invade ng Little Wanderer and nung purple buff dito na side ng Blue Fire.
Yep, they have the offlaners that they want. They have the Hilda as well na talagang pambrasuhan. Pag si Hit gumagamit niyan, no doubt about it. It is unlimited pressure, mostly on the mid lane, right? Now, enough ba itong Uranus na to counteract the gameplay here for Omega? I know Uranus is just so strong right now. Pero it's also for me, Blue Fire, it's good na nakuhanin nila itong Farsa and itong Cho. Denying the Cho is a big deal against Omega. It's an Omega hero, right? Omega hero talaga ang Cho ever since. Now, the Farsa is also good para may sagot naman sila sa pressure na ginagawa ng Hilda at ng Thams.
Okay. So for Omega, oras na dito para tanggalin yung mga carries. Kasi nakita nila kanina na si Chu hindi siya nakapili talaga ng hero na Roger. Mga ganun. So, right now, for the side of Omega, kaya nila sinecure na yung link ni Haji is because it's time to put pressure on the carries din dito.
Ubusin na ang carry.
Ubusin nila yung carry ni Chu.
Interesting.
And tinanggalan nila support. Less aggression. I like the Chang'o ban kasi at least safe dito si Farsa and hindi gaano ka aggressive yung magagawa nilang lineup in terms of invading Chang'o and Hilda. I wouldn't really want to be on the receiving end of that.
Yep. Ang Blue Fire naman, ang target nila is si Haze right now. They're looking for banning or denying Haze heroes.
Bakit ko nagugustuhan tong second draft natin? May form.
Finally, may form.
May form
exactly.
siya. May form siya na you know that these teams are just banning out the heroes na, alam mo yun, ayaw lang talaga nila makita. And for the side of Omega, it's going to be carries. Tinanggal din nila yung Roger. Talagang literal na hindi nila bibigyan si Chu dito ng kahit anong hero. Makakuha si Chu ng hero dito. Pero it's not going to be comfortable or it's not going to be good for the meta.
A very punishing draft
Very
here
punishing
mula
draft,
sa Omega, no?
Pero Blue Fire din naman, gagawin din nila
May
yung
ano
supports.
sila.
But still, kasi ang mga supports kasi kahit papano,
Adaptable, you know?
adaptable eh. Madami
Oo,
kasi
madami.
pwede support eh.
Okay, so Blue Fire, they're gonna need to make use of this last ban slot very
Okay,
effectively.
Lunox.
It's not bad, but really?
I mean, Kagura.
Kagura's open.
Kagura is there.
It's not...
Kayang abutin si Farsa.
kulang kasi ng ban slot talaga. Sa totoo lang, ewan ko lang Pero...
I mean, okay na yung 5 para
Okay
sa
na,
akin.
okay
Okay
na
na yung 5 para sa akin.
Therefore, I'm talking hypothetically for Blue Fire. Feeling ko ang dami nilang need pang iban para,
Okay,
para
okay,
mapantay.
Gets.
Alam mo
Gets.
yun? So, ganun kalawak ang hero pool din ng support ng Omega. Like, feeling ko Haze just picks out random heroes at para lang basta makapatay siya ng nasa backline
May,
no?
may ano pa to, may veil pa tong
May
Omega.
veil pa,
May veil pa
exactly.
tong Omega.
We've seen them play Veil as well. So, a lot of these heroes are usually they have so much trust on Haze that he can play almost any support hero. They're not even worried about the support. Wala na silang, sige lang, mag-ban kayo ng mag-ban ng support, okay lang sa amin. Ganun ang nangyayari sa Omega.
Is this an X-Berg tank?
Oh.
This could be an X-Berg off-lane.
Possible?
Tapos tank yung choke.
Yeah, most likely.
Kasi nakikita din natin for other teams, ginagamit nila to sometimes as support tank eh. Yung utility
Sa mid,
tank.
oo,
Mid.
tama. That's a good possibility here. Blue Fire definitely looking better this time kumpara naman sa Game 1 draft.
Okay. Hayabusa, it's still a good pick for the side of Blue Fire.
It's not gonna take down targets instantly on the side of Omega. Walang malambot na target dyan except for the Ling. But it's a step in the right direction.
You know what? Ngayon ko iniisip, bakit hindi Hayabusa yung
Tinik ng Omega.
tinik ng... Bakit hindi Hayabusa yung tinik ng Blue Fire nung game number 1?
I don't know. I actually don't know why
Probably
they would...
comfort.
Yeah. Win rate nila sa
Could be.
hero na yun.
Could be. But,
Speaking of support, ayan na.
etong,
Sabi sa inyo kahit anong support no?
kung range lang ang usapan, this is going to be your guy. Cecilion is panghabol talaga, and you cannot fight inside the circle of a Cecilion kung hindi buo ang loob mo. Ganun ang Cecilion.
Okay, so the draft is definitely looking better. Blue Fire, good job for this draft, I would say. Pero Omega still feels like the more threatening draft. May aura sila na nakaka-threaten right now for me. Yung draft ng Omega. So, I think this is definitely, it looks sturdier. It looks like it has more output, more damage output, at least for AoE. On the side of Blue Fire though, ito yung draft na may laban. May laban to, for sure.
I like the idea dito na ginawa ng Blue Fire. They have good wave clear. Hindi sila masyado mapipressure as long as makuha ni Crypt yung level 4 niya. That is the prerequisite para ma-hold dito ng Blue Fire itong game na to and probably win it, is get Crypt to level 4 as soon as possible para lahat ng advances na gagawin dito ng Omega kaya nilang pigilan. For the side naman dito ng Omega, go crazy at level 1.
Yep.
That's your requirement. Gawin mo lahat ng gusto mo. Sugod.
Yep. And they have the tools to do that right here on Game 2, mga kaibigan. For Omega versus Blue Fire. 1-0 so far for Omega. Looking really good. Level 1, laban agad. Sabi nga ni Butters. At hirap. Halos basag na agad ang Firaga armor ni Secret.
And Secret dito is going to the middle lane para i-clear muna yung waves while etong si Limbs tsaka si Fuzaken nandoon sa side ng what do you call this? The purple, the orange buff.
And tama nga, it is going to be a...
Hindi, nasa purple pala sila. Tapos si Tams kinuha yung orange nila.
That's a good trade. That's a pretty good trade. And aggression coming from Cortese here. And so far though, Omega, Blue Fire is looking better compared, again,
Of course.
compared to last game. The draft didn't look like it was going anywhere. Right now, they have some S tier heroes. And Chu is not on a super carry hero. He is on a Uranus.
Okay, so meron tayong tinatawag dito na pressure na nanggagaling from a Uranus and a Balmond matchup. Kailan magiging maganda ang Balmond against sa Uranus? Pagka madaming minions. Because you can regen yung buhay mo kahit papaano.
Exactly.
Innate yung regeneration na meron kasi dito talaga si Uranus. But for Toshi, as long as merong minions sa side niya at nati-take down yun, nag-regen siya ng nag-regen.
Yep. In short, maganda yung laban mangyayari with the Balmond and the Uranus hanggang mamaya. But expect that to happen later on, as it's going to be more team fight here sa top lane around the turtle area with the 70-second respawn timer. Alam nilang kailangan nila mag-pressure agad, and they are doing it right now.
And Limbs dito, wala pa shadow kill. He could have pulled the trigger on that, pero sabi niya,
Kulang
hindi na natin gagawin. Kulang, and Heath gets punished. Step in the right direction from the side of Blue Fire. Ito yung sinasabi natin na hindi natin nakita kanina sa kanila. The certain type of aggression, kasi nga na-set up sila to 1-2-2 strat. And it really just stopped them from doing anything else doon sa may mapa.
That looks so much better. Shadow Kill activated na ngayon, pero hindi naka-stacks ng maayos kay Heath yung passive ni Hayabusa. That's why he will still be rolling strong. Lakad matatag pa rin dito sa mid lane with the grass. With the grass gaming. Ayan, hindi pa rin siya mapitinag at mag-invade pa rin sila on the buff very, very soon.
Omega dito, they are really just putting pressure dun sa may mapa ng Blue Fire. Pero ang Blue Fire naman dito, kahit paano sa totoo lang, hindi sila nagbi-break dun sa pressure. And this is good for their side kasi kung kaya mo i-punish yung Hilda, i-punish mo yung Hilda as much as possible.
Yeah, do it as much as possible if you can. Kasi right now, the Hilda is going to just grow stronger and stronger with every assist it gets. So ngayon pa lang dapat, actually, they are doing their very best to put it down.
Oy, Haji dito going in. Tempest of Blade. Secret dito, well-timed. Pero that is going to be a kill for Hajizi. It wasn't really enough. Kumbaga, may dash pa na isa doon si Link.
Yep. And that's gonna be a turtle taken by Creep Zoo. Nakuhaan nila ng buff itong Omega. That is very important. Remove the buff from Hajizi. Remove the turtle buff from the Link. It is going to do well for Blue Fire.
Heath, on the other hand, going 1v1 with Fuzakin dito. And Fuzakin, probably pwede siya makipag-even dyan kung yung only fast niya ay up. Pero without the only fast, I don't think nakakayanin talaga ni Fuzakin dito yung innate tankiness and damage output in the early game ng isang Hilda.
Yep, and the Hilda is just going and going, like I said. And syempre si Lips naman, gagamitin lang yung Shadow Kill mostly for clearing the waves for now. Until he gets items. Yung items lang iniintay talaga dito ni Lips para sa Hayabusa na to. And ang Omega naman, nag-aabang sa gilid. Masakit sa
Kaya nila parusahan si Heath
Kayang-kayang
dito.
parusahan. Flicker already used for the Hilda, pero it's not gonna be enough.
Hajizi dito going in. Look at the ultimate coming up from Haze. Lahat sila dito natigilan at hindi nila i-pursue yung chase. Sabihin na natin dito, Omega was in a bad spot. Pwede sana sila parusahan doon. But the timing from Haze just, evened up yung position and hindi na ipapursue ng Blue Fire. Blue Fire dito doing a great job just holding on to the map. Nabibigyan nila ng scaling dito si Chu, si Kripsu, at si Lims. Fuzakin and Secret dito, ang ginagawa lang nila, just clear the waves. Huwag mo lang ipag-push dito yung Omega.
Yep.
Omega, they have the aggressive lineup, pero si Heath dito, may dalawang deaths na siya. Napaparusahan siya, and that's good news for the side of Blue Fire. But for Omega, hanggang kailan kaya gawin ng Blue Fire yung pag-hold nila?
Sa totoo lang, yes. It all depends as well on Fuzakin. Yung control na ginagawa ni Fuzakin dito, it's really doing great. It's threatening Omega na pag lumapit kayo, pag medyo naging overconfident kayo, merong sipang dadating sa inyo at papupunta siya sa torre. So, medyo hindi maka-pressure, hindi maka-all-in yung Omega by the control na ginagawa ni Fuzakin. So, very good job there. On the other hand naman, ang Omega, they're slow and steady. Ito yung lineup, pang slow and steady talaga. Kasi mag-scale yan kahit anong gawin mo. Except maybe for the Balmond. Pero everyone else scales very well.
That is true. You know what? Blue Fire, they have to make the most out of this immortality na si Secret dito. And that's good news for them. They have 2 stacks of Firaga armor for the next fight if they need it to be 2 stacks at kailangan pa magamit talaga yung immortality na yan. First Crypto, next target, Haji, piercing yung defense capability dito ng side ng Blue Fire, and this is where things go bad for Blue Fire. Kapag natutumba si Crypto, pwede sila mag-push.
Yep,
And hindi naman gagawin nila, they will go for the fight.
Ito na yung sinasabi natin, trade in for Fuzaken gonna be going back. Six Secret. Again, threatening na din with that immortality. Medyo kaya niyang tiisin ang sakit ng mundo dahil dito. Pero sa ngayon, kita niyo yung confidence na nakuha ni Hajizin. Nakuha niya yung turtle buff na yun. It's a big deal. Now, kaya na niyang mag-push at confident na silang mag-take ng laban.
Omega. What do you do? Kasi hindi din talaga nagbibigay yung Blue Fire ng opening dito eh. They're doing a great job just controlling yung sense ng Blue Fire dito. Ay, yung sense ng Omega dito na parang kailangan na nilang umaksyon ngayon. At habang nangyayari lahat yon, sila hit dito, nakita mo pumapasok na dyan. And can they punish this? That is the question. No, they can't.
No, they can't. Oras na para umaksyon, sabi ng Omega. And they are doing it all around the map. Even dito sa orange buff, netong si Lims, buti naman na-secure niya against Toshi. Pero, again, Omega still looking really good. Ito na yung backup.
I mean, hindi naman din talaga plano ni Toshi. Nakawin talaga yun, 100%.
Kesa mapunta lang sa kalaban, di ba?
Kaya mapunta lang sa kalaban.
Akin
Kumbaga,
na lang.
lagyan mo na ng onting pressure.
Oo.
Pero kasi si Lims, may retry.
Siyempre.
At yung retry naman na yun, kahit papano, aabot siya bago dumating etong turtle na to. Yung turtle lane, nakikita nyo, 14 seconds na lang. Haji, na-push nyo na yung baba, na-shove nyo na yung baba, and Omega dito, ganito sila mag-setup. Pupush nila yung baba, i-shove nila yung baba, hahayaan nila isang tao sa Blue Fire na gumawa ng push or ibabalik nila, equalize nila uli yung lane. So, ang gagawin naman ng Omega dito, nandun na naman sila sa turtle.
Yeah.
At ibig sabihin nun, this is going to be a 4v1 fight. So, sabi ng Blue Fire na lang, wag na lang natin i-contest kasi hindi rin magiging pabor sa atin yan.
Yeah, and for Omega, equalize lang yung lane pressure. Okay lang sa kanila as long as they can get yung mga objective na ganito. And they are successful in doing so. Ngayon, matetesting ang defensive capabilities nitong Blue Fire laban sa rumaragasang Hajizi dito sa lane. Now, they have to be careful here. Toshi, oh.
Si Secret talaga dito yung target nila. Si Secret yung trip nila dito. There's the Farsa is there, pero kung papansinin mo yung present Secret dito, hindi mo masyadong nakikita because naaabot din siya ng side ng ng Omega.
Exactly.
There is a possibility na maabot talaga siya ng Omega dito. And Lims having a good time, hindi pa siya na-take down dito because that also equalizes din or sabihin na lang natin goes up din na wala talagang solo target catch dito yung side ng Omega for a Hayabusa.
Yep. There's no way. They don't have that insta-lockdown, di ba? They don't have that.
Kasi may damage sila eh. Kaya nila yan eh.
Halos damage nga lang yun eh. Actually, yung
Oo.
crowd control ng Omega sobrang limitado lang talaga.
Sobrang limitado
Oo.
lang na kapag nakakuha ng magandang posisyon dito si Lims, this is going to be a problem for Omega. Pero nakikita natin dito, Haji going for Chu. Toshi dito with the ultimate lethal counter is there. Haze dito. Ito na yung hinahanap ni Lims. Going in, wala din siya matumba. Nasipa pabalik si Toshi. The flicker in is there. It's going to be the fight. Lumalaban na uli dito yung side ng Omega. Nalipat yung camera natin doon. Pero nandito na uli tayo sa may gitna. And wala pa rin na takedown.
Men, magti 10 minutes na, 2-3 pa rin yung laro natin. Ganun ka-safe maglaro. Nagka-clash na lahat. Nagkakaubusan na ng buhay. Walang namamatay. 2-3 at 10 minutes. Pero overall, lumalawang pa rin obviously ang Omega with the gold score, the economy. That's what's important to this team apparently.
Economy. It's very important. And
7K 7K gold lead for Omega at this point.
pacing.
Sa team nila.
But this is game number 2. If manalo dito ang Omega, this is going to be a fast series. Pero Blue Fire, hindi nila hahayaan yon. But in terms of gold, the advantage is certainly going to the side of Omega, pati map control.
Yep, 7K gold lead still. Good thing about Blue Fire, hindi pa rin sila nakukuhaan naman ng inhibitor tower. So medyo nahihirapang mag-push in yung Omega because of the AoE capabilities ng kanilang mga hero plus yung magandang posisyon din naman nila sa mapa. Help of Fuzaken as well na hindi niya hinahayaang basta-bastang tumamba yung Omega dun sa mga bush, di ba? Parang siyang tanod, gahanap lang siya ng mga, papasok ba kayo? Nasaan quarantine pass nyo? Mga ganun. So,
si Lims dito nawala yung Quad Shadow.
Nawala.
Nawala
Bad
yung Quad
timing.
Shadow, bad
Oh
timing.
my God.
Sobrang dami niyang hinati doon. Yung Quad Shadow, hindi nakapag-intay. Yung school bus, hindi nakaalis.
Yung ano, going to shadow school na yung mga shadows niya, wala na. Hindi na nakapag-antay talaga.
Pero
It's
si
sad.
Ace dito yung naging collateral kahit pa paano. Alam mo yon for Blue Fire, nakuha sila ng trade. Ang tanong, dapat ba nilang i-contest etong buff na to or should they go for
Si
the
Hito.
Lord? Wala silang retribution pero hinuhuli
Si
na lang talaga
Kripsu.
nila to. Kripsu will go down. Bad news for the side of Blue Fire. Wala yung tagapag-defense nila. And Haji, nakikita mo naman yung pagiging aggressive ni Haji. Literal na talagang tumatalon-talon lang siya kung saan-saan na.
Nakaabang na lang siya sa unang magiging target ni Hit, ni Toshi at Curtizy. So, komportable lang si Ling doon sa gilid. Like, I'm chillin', you know? Tapos biglang, okay, good case ko to. Ganun.
Alam mo, ganun lang din yung requirement kay Haji. Kapag nakita niya nagamit na yung Way of the Dragon ni Chu,
Okay na.
ni Cho,
Okay na, no?
ni Chu tuloy, ni Cho. Iba pala yung Chu pala yung
Oo.
Uranus. Kapag nakita niyang patay na or wala nagamit na yung Way of the Dragon, go time.
It's time to go.
Automatic.
Wala nang pipigil sa akin.
Automatic,
Wala namang
walang
na-knock up. Walang sisipa. And the crowd control is not reliable for Kripsu naman. Si Kripsu, ang ginawa naman ng Omega, hinabol nila sa likod using the Ling as well. And si Hit. Si Hit din, pansinin mo, tuwing lalapit yan, unang mamatahin niya, nasa na kaya si Kripsu? Ganun na una niyang ginagawa lagi. And it works out well for Omega.
Yes, it does. Rockheart, yung Lord natin, nagmamarch dun sa may top lane.
Yep.
Dito naman sa may baba. Tingnan natin kung paano set up dito ang side ng Omega.
Yep.
How will they use this Lord to their advantage? Wala ng Firaga armor dito si Secret. And slowly marching ang Lord dun sa may top lane. Haze dito with the Winter Truncheon.
Makadepensa pa kaya ang Blue Fire? I think they will need to just keep Kripsu alive para lang makadepensa and it should work out.
Naka-Berserker's Fury na din si Balmond. So this is going to be damage,
Agoy!
damage, and damage. Crits, crits, and crits. At andito na ang Lord, si Secret, sinusubukan niya i-control yung mga pangyayari dun sa may taas. While
Sakit ni
dito sa
Haze.
may baba, Fuzaken going for the kick, the flicker is there. And Haji Z going for Kripsu. Kripsu dito wala siyang ultimate for a few seconds. Tingnan natin kung aabot pa sila ng cooldown dito. Limbs going 1v1 with Haji. Ang dami nangyayari dun sa may buong mapa. Feathered Airstrike nandun sa may gitna ng base just to push the minions off. Chu, next target, Tempest of Blades nandoon at walang minions na dito yung side ng Omega. Can they finish this? That is the question. Secret, on the other hand, getting a kill on Toshi and mapipigilan nila yung onslaught na ginawa dito ng Omega.
This is a successful defense for Blue Fire, although madami silang binigay para makamit yung depensang ganito. Chu is doing a good job of clearing the waves non-stop. Look at the Gillette instant replay hashtag Shape the Day. I think this is exactly what they need to do. Walang lalabas muna, walang mag-overextend. Spam nyo lang yung mga apoy. Spam nyo ang bird droppings mula kay Kripsu and this should be fine. It should be fine.
It should be fine indeed. Omega, they're just moving around the map, not really caring about anything dito. As long as makuha nila yung buffs, makuha nila yung objectives na lalabas, 90 seconds till the Lord, they're gonna do fine. Blue Fire dito, the last line of defense is gonna be their tanks plus that tier 3 turret.
Yep, and the tier 3 turret is holding steady sa mid lane naman, which goes to show na kaya pa rin talaga mag-hold the Blue Fire. Pero until what time? Omega right now looking so good at 14k gold lead at 15 minutes. Medyo malaki-laking pagkakaiba yon at halatang-halatang mamang-mama na ang lineup nila. Fuzaken with the kick, it's not enough to actually slow them down. They're gonna still keep pushing here top lane. Getting ready na ang Omega na tapusin ang game na to.
50 seconds till that Lord. I think Omega is still textbook. Systematic. So, minamata nila yan.
Chill lang, no?
Chill lang sila.
no?
Hindi sila yung tipong team na gagawa sila ng play, yung tipong na-dive silang 5 para i-take down yung base. They're not a team.
I think past na sila sa ganung
They're not a team who
Wala
does
na
that.
yun, eh.
Parang alam mo yun, kailangan may disiplina sila sa lahat ng gagawin nila. And that is a positive sign for Omega dito. But, risks, may reward minsan eh.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's going to be the Lord. It's much easier for them, for the side of Blue Fire, to contest that. Kasi sabihin na lang natin, Lims has the retribution as well. So,
Yun lang yung threat eh. Si Lims lang.
Oo.
Plus right now, ano ba si Lims? He's level 15. He's 1-1-1 on the Hayabusa.
so that means almost maximum uptime siya in terms of getting
So
the
he's gonna
farm.
be very scared as well to go into that Lord if ever. Pero parang iba ang plano ng Omega. They're just slow pushing the waves right now. And they're waiting for Bluefire to make a big mistake before they commit to anything here. I think the Lord is going to take a while. Matatagalan yata sila bago mag-go dito sa
Alam,
Lord na to.
alam din dito ng Bluefire kasi na hindi sila pwede yung mag-set up for the Lord eh. Pwede nila ilapit yung sarili nila sa area na yan. Pero with the lanes pushing kasi to the bottom lane, to the top lane, parang ang dami mo, preoccupied ka sa mga bagay-bagay. So,
Ah,
hindi mo talaga mapiprek sa sarili mo. But Secret dito is trying his best naman to end this. That is going to be a disadvantage na agad for Bluefire kasi wala nang last insanity.
Oo, tama. I think that's it. And they are, inantay nila yung pagkakamali that happened. Fuzakin got taken down 40 seconds in. Although nag-push si Lims, this should be an easy way for them to take the Lord.
And that is going to be uncontested. Tumatalo na sila dito. And si Tams na nga yung nakikipag 1v1 dito.
Patras na ang
Will
Bluefire.
Lims make it in time? That is the question. Pwede pa niyang hulihin to. Hindi na niya magagawa.
Medyo...
Hindi niya na magagawa.
The form here for Bluefire just is, it's really hard to... It's hard to find the win condition for them.
Chu, mahuhuli din siya. Immortality will be popped. And I don't think that will be enough. Grabe yung damage output talaga ng pinapakita ng Omega dito. Ripsu, still alive. Pero at this point kasi, kung may dalawang heroes na tanggal dito for the side of Bluefire, hindi mag-hesitate ang Omega na mag-dive eh.
Yep, singular targets, one by one. Omega are not scared anymore.
Hindi pa rin sila nagmamadali oh. As in literal, hindi pa rin sila nagmamadali.
Slow and sure lang talaga eh.
Slow and sure.
Steady. No?
Ayaw ng Omega dito gumawa ng mga risk. Kahit sabihin mo calculated siya and mas mataas yung percentage na mag-succeed sila. Hindi. Sabi ng Omega dito, slowly but surely. Doon tayo sa sure win. Hindi pwedeng sabihin na lang natin dito na bahala na kasi mas maganda yung items natin. Mas maganda yung tempo natin. Mananalo na tayo. Ang ginawa na lang nila dito, nantay nila yung Lord and they ended nung dumating na dito yung objective. And Omega showing us why they are